Hey, Macarena. Hey, Macarena. It's debate time, people. How are you doing? A very, very special edition to us all. Championne Girly. This night. Someone saying, I run, reach here. I can't miss, never sleep. Huh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Campaign don't begin. I saw a video the other day of Tinubu greeting Atiku. He said, Atiku. Tinubu say, Atiku say, Jagaban. I say, hey, all these people are very good friends. Oh, now they fight on their behalf. They no fight. Oh, they are very good friends, mentors and mentees. Team OB, congratulations, Team OB. You won last week's wait till they call that thing Star Wars. Oh, last week was so beautiful. Do you know I forgot? I actually thought it was Tinubu people that won. So I was still raking Tinubu people that Tinubu people, when are you people going to bring your artwork? Oh more, I don't forget that last week. Oh. Hey. As in Peter Obi had some crazy people. Black, they don't mean black mentor. Say no, black mentor. Oh, now you want to carry this thing. Say now you want to carry this thing. I don't forget that guy name. That guy reached out to me. I had to greet him specially. Baba just the buy star. Baba just the buy star. Baba just the buy star. Hey. But can they hold it for another week? Can they keep the trophy waiting? Well, someone said, who do I support? I'm the umpire of the campaign. I'm not allowed to support anybody. I was supporting somebody before, but they've allowed me. Someone said they blocked Blessing CEO's account. People, why don't you let my sister rest? Why don't I know they let my sister rest? We couldn't leave her. She has her own opinions. We don't agree with the opinions all the time, but she's a good person. So, when you want to buy stars, come over to Facebook, because the stars will be bought on Facebook, and go to Daddy Free. Let me show you how to buy stars. Very, very important. I have some quick announcements to make, and we're going to go into this live and direct, as my Ibadan people they say. Live and direct. When you reach your Facebook, like I said, this is my Facebook here. Sorry, this is one of my Facebook accounts. I have many Facebook accounts. This is Free School FM. So with this, I go to the search bar, top right. You reach there, you click on the magnifying glass, the search, and you put in Daddy Freeze, DADDY FREEZE. This will pop up. 730,000 followers, a verified page, very handsome young man. I don't know, I don't want to change this. Me, the way I don't old now. As I find that year, man. I find pieces. So right there, just scroll down, you see today's video. You can see the shirt I'm wearing, you can see the face cap. All right. Click on the video. Scroll down, and right under there you see how to buy stars. So you can only buy stars on Facebook, and the highest star buyer gets a post. And last week, I'm going to keep announcing it because I didn't put up their post on time. It was Peter Obi, Star Wars winner, Peter Obi. So guys, let Peter Obi win again, or Tinubu's team not greet them. Atiku. I know say Tinubu and Atiku won previously, but did not give us posts. You guys better be careful. Make Team Obi no start again. Give us double post. Okay, so that is on the side. Don't forget, guys, if you want to buy anything from the USA, buy direct from USA.com. Buy direct from USA.com. Anything you want, from cars to clothes to shoes to equipment, just check it out. Buy direct from USA.com. Very easy to remember. Okay, now aside from Star Wars, we're actually going to have a proper voting system. And one of our intending sponsors is going to be doing that. And that is the ClueGate app. I'm going to be announcing this throughout. They're going to be sponsoring us and assisting us with creating a poll so you guys can actually vote. So we're going to have our Star Wars and Star Wars winner, and then we're also going to have an active poll where people can vote for their candidate. So all you need to do is download the ClueGate app. It looks like this. It's called ClueGate. 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 It's an app. You download it, you have fun, and everything works out. Once again, big shout out to Peter Obi supporters for winning last week's Star Wars. I am so happy, especially with the way they went about it. I was very glad. Once again, congratulations to them. Okay. Tonight, Brume and Peter Ebojele. Peter Ebojele is my guy now. I like him so much. They always they available every time. They always just, it was with me yesterday night. So I'm starting with Brume, who, by the way, is one of the only debaters that actually buy stars. Brume, anytime he can't debate, he go buy star. I like Brume for that. I go kuku helam. AY Mike. That's the person from Team Atiku.
Good evening, Dr. Prince.
Good evening, Brume. I just hail you now.
Yeah, so I'm trying to buy stars right now, sir.
I know. I talk Mike 90.
We need to practice what we preach, Daddy.
Yes, so AY Mike 90. All right. Hey, you know go. AY underscore Mike 90. Okay, you don't go. And finally, for Team Tinubu,
Mike 90. Okay, you don't go.
And
finally,
Team Tinubu, big shout out to Priye. Oh boy, this is your face cap fine, no?
I don't say All right, how you doing?
One thing I like about Team Atiku is that they always they friendly. They go greet everybody. They go even when they want insult you now with respect and friendliness, they go hug you. They insult you.
No, it's not like that. That is phrase.
They not be like Peter Obi team. If Peter Obi want insult, they go insult you. If Tinubu want insult, they go insult you. Bongo. You don't notice? I don't notice this thing since so.
No politics of bitterness.
Sheyi Sholanke. Okay, so Sheyi Sholanke of Team Tinubu. Come when I never begin buy stars, so Star Wars don't start. So all of you will won't win. They buy early, they help. They help. Now remember, I also have my own question. and I'm going to definitely hit it up. All right. Are you guys ready? Who goes first?
Where is Tim Tinubu?
I don't invite them. Brume, don't, as in Brume just reach there with 850 stars, scatter everywhere. Baddest guy ever live it. Team OB led last week. Now then lead. Now then be the first person to the lead now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, early lead. Team OB is in the lead. Shei Sholanke is unable to join. Hey. Another person don't quickly go buy 50 stars. But you know, put your team, always put your team. JK Studio Pictures. Always put your team. Always put your team. Shei Sholanke never enter. Oh yeah. Shei is not in here. I don't understand why. I've invited him. At Show Shei. That's what I did. Oh, okay. Show Shei is another person. All right. Everybody's in the house.
And good evening, Mr. Daddy Free. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
No problem.
The last person I'm not seeing the article team is black.
No, the article team, they here. You know, Sammy wear red.
You know, okay, now I can see him.
We can see him, but we can see him.
Hey.
I can see him.
Obedient, JK Studios, Obedient, as in the whole star where I don't buy today now, Obedient people buy them. P2B, they don't buy my star. And they say P2B no, they give shishi. In followers, they give. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to flip everything today. We're starting with a Daddy Freeze question before we go into even the debate.
The network is breaking. I don't know. Yes, it's breaking, actually.
Am I breaking?
Yes.
No, it's not breaking for me.
Hey.
It's okay now, though.
Wala la kusibai. Let me watch myself and see. So I'll know that if it is from my side or from your side.
Ashi. How you doing, my brother?
It's clear from my own side.
Oh, Ashi. How you doing, my brother?
All right, so I can see myself clearly. Big shout out to Festus George, who also sent some stars. Festus George, you did not mention the team you are supporting. Oh, guys, as you are buying stars on Facebook, remember to mention your team. Remember to mention your team. Mention which team you are supporting. All right, once again, big shout out to Team P2B. They've started dominating the stars. Team Tinubu, no, they waste time. No, they waste time. Go there quickly. Oh. You know, say, I know they advise Team Atiku because now black mentor wants to just come like you, just scatter everywhere. So Team Obi, they don't quickly start the lead. Say, anywhere black mentor come, they go chance them. All right, guys. So mute your mics when you are not talking. Mute your mics when you are not talking. Can we all mute our mics and unmute only when we want to talk? All right. So, who goes first? Raise your hand. No need to unmute your mic. Who goes first? So, Tinubu goes first. Guys, nod in agreement. Okay. Who goes second? Atiku goes second. Atiku goes second. Obi comes last. Okay. Now, here is my first question. Before we go into the debate, each of you have 2 minutes to answer this particular question. In the wake of rising cases of domestic violence, what has your states done? Now, what has your principal done? For instance, Atiku has never been governor, so you can cite what he has done locally. Tinubu has been governor of Lagos State. What has he done? Peter Obi has been governor of Anambra State. What has he done to curb the growing menace of domestic violence? Secondly, what can be done to further stem this particular issue? So, who goes first? Team Tinubu, unmute your mic, answer the question in 2 minutes as we prepare to continue.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and my co-debaters. That phrase, good evening.
Good evening.
Nigerians and non-Nigerians, I greet every one of you. Domestic violence has been a thing that's hitting our polity now. It's actually growing in an alarming situation, and we are losing people daily. Well, I won't say it's a new menace in our society, but it's just like it was not growing. It was not in an alarming situation like this. But now, I hardly in a month we will not hear such things. I know the court processes. When Tinubu was there, the court processes were there and everything. They improved on all the courts and everything, appointing judges and everything. But I can vividly tell you that this was not a major issue for us, like 1999, 2000, or 2001. These are part of the new challenges in our society that we are just witnessing, because it's blowing out now. Before, we don't hear it, maybe because of social media, or because of people are talking out, or people are voicing out, and we are seeing so many videos. Now we are awakening to it. So this is something, it's not new, but it's growing high. So during my principal, we never had this kind of situation like this. It was not pronounced. All what we were interested then, or what were happening then, was robbery, hijacking, and all stuff that we were tackling and creating more avenue. And that was what it was also looking at, saying creating state police at that particular time, just to curb the menace of robbery and everything in Nigeria. So, but with what is going on now, it's a new challenge to Nigeria. And I believe our leaders, as we citizens are echoing it, I believe we will be able to bring it to their attention, and they can create maybe special courts that can look into those kind of things, because these kind of things should not be going to the regular courts. If it's going to the regular courts, it's been delayed. Yes. Even ordinary divorce is being dragged for years because somebody has an upper hand. He knows somebody in the judiciary. He can bribe his way out to the judge will not come to court, or today the prosecutor is not around. So many technicalities. So if they can actually create a special court towards that, it's a thing we can give as a feedback to our leaders, especially at Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because it's always open to new ideas. Thank you very much.
All right, next. Please mute your mic when you are done
Can I go
talking.
second?
Yes. Atiku second. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Praise.
You're welcome, sir.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Clearly.
Hello?
We can hear you clearly. Go ahead.
All right, all right. Good evening, good morning, everybody. And thanks to Dr. Praise and my co-debaters. And then regarding the question you asked, though you said it all, that Atiku hasn't been a governor of the state, but she has been a vice president of the country, in which every one of us know. Against domestic violence, I think my principal wife has always been in the forefront, talking about this domestic issue. In every part of Nigeria, it has been campaigning for this, and then I could remember, and every one of us here can remember, and during the military eras, I want to take you back to an organization that was established by my principal and is with Olusegun Obasanjo, the principal, when he was a vice president. There was a program called, Human Rights Violation Investigation Commission that the legend Charles Okuta was a justice in the organization. In the organization, a lot of people was being brutally abused by the military there during the military eras before the democracy. This organization was set up for people for a common man to get a justice, and we can see then during the 1999 to 2007, a lot of people were getting justice, and this is what Atiku stands for. He's a man that really understands the voice of the common man. He is against every domestic violence. He's a peaceful human being. I think everybody remember this. I know a lot of people said, "Oh, no, I'm coming up with a fact tonight because we can make a research on this." Charlie Boy Das was a justice in that commission then. So, like I said, Atiku wife, as he even said it in a post, that the police should be taught against every, anybody that abuses a woman. So, like I said, out of freeze, I won't say much tonight about that, but I will give the floor to Brume.
All right, thank you. So, over to you, Brume.
Okay. Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Good evening, Nigerians from all over the world. The thing about domestic violence, the first speaker said that it wasn't pronounced during Bola Ahmed Tinubu's time as a governor of Lagos State. I strongly disagree with that, because the reason why these reports are seeming to be more rampant is nowadays there's more internet penetration in Nigeria, and people film everything these days. They film themselves eating, and they film themselves fighting. That's why we see these things nowadays. In the past, things were swept under the carpet and nobody knew about these things, right? Now, Peter Obi was interacting with some Harvard scholars a while ago, and he said a few things about what his government will do. He said he will pursue the intangible assets of good governance. Now, one of these things is strengthening the rule of law and strengthening the security apparatus, right? What is the issue with people getting away with domestic violence reports? It is the fact that we have a security service that is largely, sorry to say, uneducated, illiterate. So people go to report these cases, and most times they are sent back to go back home and settle with their spouses. What happens when you make a report and you're sent back home to go and meet your captor or your abuser, right? It gives them more impunity, to keep on doing what they have been doing. So Peter Obi said a few things at Harvard, right? Apart from pursuing just the intangible assets of good governance, he said he will re-educate the police force and keep them focused on fighting internal problems, including violence, and focus the military on fighting external threats, right? These are things that Peter Obi has said he will do. Now, he hasn't specifically mentioned domestic violence, but we all know that Peter Obi is compassionate, right? He's a family man and he's exemplary in his lifestyle. And we know he doesn't condone any act of violence, be it at home or on the streets. between supporters of different candidates. He doesn't condone stuff like that, right? So for me, strengthening the police force and pushing them to do the job that they are supposed to do. They're meant to perform a civil duty, protect human beings' lives and property, which includes wives and children who are abused by their parents or by relatives. You know, the police should be made accountable and able to help people resolve those cases by punishing those who are responsible for abusing kids or women. That's one. And two, judiciary should be strengthened, right? In Anambra State, he did strengthen the judiciary, and it says that when he comes into government as a president, he will strengthen the judiciary and reduce the amount of time it takes to persecute these cases, right? That will prove to people who abuse that there are consequences for abusing and will limit the amount of cases that we see on a day-to-day basis. Thank you, Daddy Freeze.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, officially, we're about to start the debate. That was just a Daddy Freeze question. And trust me, today, there are going to be many Daddy Freeze questions. So you guys need to be ready. Okay, Adeza Suleiman, also for P2B, has bought 530 stars. Every single star bought today was done by P2B. Guys, no allow them win like this. Oh. Tinubu Atiku, now them win last week. Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is today's topic? I was asking in the group.
Today's topic, Daddy Freeze, is the mobilization capacity of the different political parties.
Mobilization capacity of different political parties. I don't know, say I know see I even ask again this night. But this is a very sweet topic. It's sweet me inside my blood, inside my body. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Team Tinubu starts first, right? Mobilization capacity of each candidate. Big shout out once again to Team OB. JK Studios just bought more stars. Team OB we have 2,000 stars, all bought by Team OB. How long is this going to last? We don't know, but we're ready to see how this goes. So let's go. Mobilization capacity of each team. Team Tinubu, with a 5-minute time limit, the floor is yours. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Thank you so much. In the last question, I've just got a feedback that Lagos State has all this law and all these calls for domestic violence and child care act that they are already inside law in Lagos State. So people should pursue justice, not just talk about it. The laws are there. Now, moving to mobilization of political parties and their structures. Well, we have 774 local governments today in Nigeria. And we have over 1,077 polling units scattered all over Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this to everybody listening to us and those watching us. We have all talked about what the government have not done for us as a citizen. Now, the government is calling on you to do your own right. This next election, get your PVC, go out there, cast your vote. It's your duty to your country. Please don't let anybody says or intimidate you. It is your right as a citizen of this country. And when we are saying mobilization, that is building your support base, raising and allocation of funds, experimenting with messages, and again, building relationship with both local leaders, religious leaders in every area in Nigeria. when you look at elections are won through wards, local governments. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the structure of our politics, ward is like some few streets in your area. And when you look at it, when you look at the area you live, those are the people you're going to vote in the same vicinity. These are people you see every day, domicile in those areas. And that is why it is very easy to identify a foreign person when it comes to election. We have seen it happen in previous elections where they will bring some people that want to disrupt the election. So you can easily identify them and weed them out, that you don't live here. So when you look at the structure of parties, and that is why we always say the Labour Party has no structure. And they say they don't need structure. But now election is at the forefront. Now you need agents, polling agents, you need canvassers. You can act as a party man. Before you could be an agent to a party, you must be a party man. Because they are entrusting that polling booth to you to look at every details of what they are doing so that elections are not stolen and all the people that voted for your party is counted. And that is why when they are counting votes, the agent will stand and you have to even cross-check of the voting so that they don't give your vote out. Now, if you don't have somebody who is loyal to your party, if you don't have somebody who is going to stand the test of time, I have been a party agent. Party agent is like you are going to work for 24 hours of that day of that election. I have seen people walk out in the collation just because they didn't give them money or they didn't give them food or give them drink. They said they were neglected. During the time of Alliance for Democracy and ANPP in Lagos, the ANPP, some of them walked out despite their card-carrying members of the party, that they were not treated fairly. So this is where elections are won before you get to coalition centers. And when you get to coalition centers, it's more or less like 24 hours thing too. Because you're going to sit down there and watch as they are writing and everything. Now, majority of my brothers here, they will say, I'm not a politician, I'm not a card-carrying member of Labour, but you are supporting Labour Party. How somebody I did not know, that we've not done meetings together, we've not done anything together, and you want me to entrust you just on the day of election to be an agent or a canvasser? It's difficult to do, sir. No party that is reasonable enough will do that. And when you look at it, with my wealth of experience in this, all agents are card-carrying members of that party. Because that is where your loyalty must lie. If not, you can be a sellout. And why do we need all these community leaders? Why do you think my leader was going from north, south, west, east, meeting all the others, emirs, and religious leaders, talking to them? Because he's talking to their base. Those are the leaders there. And they have their people over there. They have party men over there. What is the tentacles for the spread of Labour Party in Nigerian politics? So these are part of the things that I've been telling people. Nobody should start crying foul, because if you don't plan well, you will fail. And they have not planned well, and that is why the Labour Party released a list. And you are having somebody who is an Igbo man to come and canvass for Lagos. You are having somebody, an Igbo, to come and be a canvasser in Sokoto. How can that be? Does he know the terrain? Does he know the people living in those places?
Time up. Time up. Time up.
Thank you.
use 7 minutes. Please, let's keep to time. Over to you, Team Atiku Abubakar.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Freeze, and then Rumi and Shoshi. Well, firstly, thanks Shoshi for laying the emphasis and then pointing the fingers at Labour Party. I think it's not time for the rebuttal though. But well, when we're talking about the mobilization capacity for political party, I think we should always discuss about what can we use to tell the people out there to vote for your candidate. What can you lay emphasis on? Firstly, PDP is the biggest party in the whole Africa, a party that has governed Nigeria for the past 16 years, and then that has produced 2 presidential candidates and substantial ministers in Nigeria. And then my principal, Atiku Abubakar, has been the vice president in Nigeria. And then, his name is everywhere in Nigeria. His impact has felt across the whole country. And then, based on that, PDP names on his own can generate you at least 50% of votes in Nigeria, being the first party that governs Nigeria in democracy, that took over from military. So, and then when we look across the whole regions, PDP has a lot of substantial members across the whole regions, big southwest, southeast, south, and in the north. And then when we look at the ethnicity aspect, even the religious aspect, I don't think APC should be talking. I know they will be dodging about the religious aspect, because I don't know what they will tell the whole countries with their party nomination. So PDP has names on its own. PDP has done well. We know how we left Nigeria in 2014, and we know where we are right now. I think that people are expecting PDP to get to power. This is the party people are expecting to take over from the crisis we are right now, because it's a party of unity. With this, it's mobilized a lot of people. They love people out for PDP. We can see, Atiku have started this campaign. Look at what happened in Kaduna yesterday. A lot of people come out, not only in the northern part of Nigeria, as a whole, Lagos State, that Shoshe is talking about. I bet if it's you, a lot of PDP members are in Lagos. People are ready to vote for PDP because this is the only party that can save us from the crisis. Because look at the debt services we have, the loan we are taking every now and then. What is the loan using for? Nobody is giving us explanation. Crude oil thefts every time, every day. Nobody is giving us explanation on that. But I'm not expecting Shoshe to be pointing finger right now at anybody. Why can't you just talk about what your candidates have done that will warrant, that will make people to vote for your candidate, that can mobilize vote for your candidate? Atiku has done well, and he's still doing more. And then let me remind you of a thing. Atiku is not a state governor. He's a federal governor. He serves as a federal level. So it is well known across the whole country. Every achievement of Tinubu is only based in Lagos. Tinubu has only done things in Lagos. We know who that have benefited from his achievement. Those people that their certificate is not even relevant. Well, it's not time for me to start pointing finger on anything. We'll get to the grassroots level. So in the mobilization aspect, let's look at the Southwest. Southwest will generate 50% votes for Atiku. Southwest, because we have the big names in Southwest. Look at what happened in Osun State. The Osun State alone will generate 500,000 votes for Atiku. Because we have a PDP governor over there now. Let's look at Oyo State. I know your principal is focusing on the Southwest, so I have 6 states in Southwest. It's not going to be like that, like it used to be anymore. People's eyes are open. People already know the left hand to the right hand. So there's nothing you can come in and preach to people about. People already know the truth. The truth is out there. Okay? So, Dr. Freeze, am I still on time?
1 more minute.
So, like I said, Atiku is the big man out there right now, and the PDP is the only party people are expecting to take over and to fix every crisis we have right now. Thank you very much. I hear the floor.
All right. Finally, over to Team Peter Obi. Let's hear your thoughts.
All right. First, I want to express my condolences to the families of over 600 Nigerians that have died due to massive flooding all over the country. My heart goes out to all of those families. And secondly, to the family of Malam Lawal Garba, who was the zonal chairman for the Labour Party in Kaduna State. He died yesterday in an auto accident. A very sad incident, but we hope for a better Nigeria, where we have better roads and better conditions for people to move around freely. So back to the topic, mobilization, right? Some of us have this misconception that mobilization is all about paying people to come and support their candidates during rallies, or having boots on the ground to mobilize and pay voters and buy their votes on election day, or intimidate voters into voting their people, right? That is not what mobilization is. And I want us to understand this point. Listen very carefully, right? Mobilization is a process, right, whereby previously passive citizens of a country or group become active in public and political life. Take note, previously passive becoming active. That's one. A second definition, right, is a process whereby people develop a social relationship with a political party, right? So you have the party, you have the individual, and you develop a social relationship, right? Now, it is hard to say if Nigerians have any alliance with any party or any relationships. Why? Because you've seen the way parties mobilize. There's no ideology. People jump from place to place. Here, for example, if you are liberal, we know what your ideology is. If you are conservative, we understand your ideology. This doesn't exist in Nigeria, right? So just to let you know, that in Nigeria, mobilization has been seen as a process by which you just pay and induce people to come and support your candidate. During elections only, no. Normally, relationship with parties is also an identity, right? I am liberal, I am conservative. I'm a PDP member, I'm an APC member. It's based on ideology, right? There is no ideology today. It's just a conglomerate of old, recycled people sharing money, okay? Now, let me continue, right? So, looking at the case of Nigeria, we have 96.2 million registered voters, right? In the past two elections, we've had a voter turnout of about 30-35% of people coming out to vote. We have the remaining 70% sitting at home with their PVCs. Now, the question is why? Why have we been able to mobilize only 35% of the voters to come out and actually cast their votes? Number one, people don't believe that their votes count in the first place, right? That's one. Number two, there has been no voter education for the youth, no representation of the youth in politics. So youth just don't come out because they don't feel like their voices are heard, right? Number three, politicians have historically failed in their promises. So it's like, hey, business as usual. It's frying pan to fire. But I want to thank Mr. Peter Obi for giving us an alternative this time, because this is no longer a case of the frying pan to the fire. Now we have a breath of fresh air. We have Mr. Peter Obi, who is also contesting, right? Now, my second question is, which of the three candidates today can actually mobilize the remaining 70% of the voters who normally sit at home? I can start from the results, right? In the 2015 general election, there were only 69 million voters, right? We had 12 million people rush out to register to vote this time. INEC couldn't even cope. Guess who has electrified the populace? It is not Atiku, it is not Tinubu, it is Mr. Peter Obi, in case you guys were wondering, right? Now, this leaves the 70% of voters who sit at home with their PVCs. Are they coming out to vote? That question can be answered by you guys, right? But the fact is this, Mr. Peter Obi has electrified Nigerians with his message of hope that we can have a better Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi has been to all the 36 states of the Federation. He has been in churches, he has been in mosques, he has been at the airport, on the economic queue line, engaging with Nigerians. You don't see any other candidate talking to ordinary Nigerians. Mr. Peter Obi talks to Nigerians. We've seen him go to the diaspora and engage Nigerians in the diaspora. Many people who are friends of mine have taken selfies with Mr. Peter Obi. He has electrified the populace. Now, the Labour Party itself, has a national mobilization committee. The aim is to mobilize over 45 million votes for Mr. Peter Obi. Now, let me let you guys know something about the Labour Party, right? The Labour Party is a political structure that has ideologies in sync with the NLC, with the TUC. So they are for the people. They exist in all the local governments of Nigeria. You have somebody who is a teacher or a worker in all the local governments of Nigeria. So we have structures to cater for the entire country. And remember this thing, right? We, the people, are the structure. Mobilization is an emotional decision. You wake up in the morning and you go and vote for a candidate. You don't need a ward chairman or a talk to come and tell you to go and vote. You wake up and decide, enough is enough. I'm going to vote for the candidate that my heart has decided that I vote for, based on his message. Mr. Peter Obi is the only person that has engaged and told Nigerians what he wants to do. So, with his emergence, cosmopolitans, educated, non-educated youths have come out. They've seen a worthy alternative to the frying pan and fire people, and they've said, look, we are going to come out and we're going to participate in this election. That is mobilization. All the million-man marches you have seen, not funded by the Labour Party, are a testament to this. The 12 million registered new voters are a testament to this. I want to challenge the other two guys here who represent the APC and the PDP, right? Let your people do 1 million man marches in 7 states of the federation simultaneously without paying a dime. And so let's see who's going to come out. Let's see who's going to come out.
All right. Time up.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, congratulations, everyone. The second round, the first round was actually a Daddy Freeze question, and it went quite well. The second round also went quite well. And Star Wars is also going so well. Only Peter Obi has bought stars today. Tinubu people, where are you? Tinubu people, where are you? Why are you waiting for last minute? Black Mentor, where are you? Mekuna Atamu. Black Mentor, where are you? Team Peter Obi, one day dominate. How do you buy stars and join Star Wars? It's so easy. Just go to your Facebook page. All right? You can only buy stars via Facebook. Okay? Top right-hand corner, your search, type Daddy Freeze. My verified page will come up. Scroll down to today's video. You can see me there in the shirt. Click on the video, and right there you can see how to buy stars. So it's very easy. Go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, scroll to today's video and see the options you have. When you're buying stars, remember to put the name of your principal. If you're supporting Peter Obi, don't go and put Atiku. If you are supporting Atiku, don't go and put Tinubu. Okay? So it is so easy. Scroll down to today's video on Facebook and buy your stars. Before we go into rebuttals, I want to give you guys an opportunity to defend your principles. Both Anambra State and Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole have been devastated by flooding this year. Lagos, Anambra, and the entire Nigeria. So none of your principles has any excuse. Atiku on the national level, Peter Obi on the Anambra level, and Tinubu on the Lagos level. Flooding is an issue in Nigeria. What would you do, or what did your principal do when he was in office? Flooding did not start this year. What did your principal do when he was in office? And what do you advise your principal to do going forward to solve this perennial problem? Before we start, Rufus Ekata says ONO all the way. I don't know who ONO is. Is that Peter Obi or is that Atiku? ONO, I don't know Amo. He just got 530 stars. Big shout out. Okay. So, wow, another person just got stars again. Adeza Suleiman, 530 stars. Deji Abiri, Deji, you know Toko. Deji, you know mention who you they follow. Festus George too, you know mention who you they follow. Make una they mention una supporters. Peter B is leading now. Right now, we still have Peter B in the position of leadership with regards to Star Wars. So, guys, are you ready to answer the question? Team Tinubu, over to you.
My principal has done a lot in Lagos, a lot to flooding. And when you look at Lagos from 1999 to date, there's been a lot of improvement. And don't forget that Lagos sits on sea level. Lagos sits on water itself. And when you look at the beaches and everything they did, there are videos of evidences that you can go to on YouTube and see where Fashola was the SSG then, and my principal was the governor. When they were taking a tour and looking at the Bar Beach and all those Bode Thomas, before you see dead bodies lying down over there. And he spent a lot in creating barriers and at the same time pushing away a lot of water and creating more land. Again, another issue that has happened now that is happening all over the world is climate change. I live in Texas, Houston. We have floodings almost every year. Every year. So, as I'm talking to you now, Florida is underwater. And when you look at Nigeria, there has been a plan which the PDP-led government, during the time, they signed I can't remember the actual year, they signed a contract with Cameroon to build a dam. Because anytime the Cameroon government opens their dam, which is overflow, it overflows to our seaways. And at the end of the day, it makes all those places flooded. I can understand the southeast. As I'm talking to you now, Bayelsa is also under waters. Even as I'm talking now, Bayelsa has given a compulsory holiday. They call it flood holiday in Bayelsa. So, but climate change is also affecting us. Are we saying we should do more? Yes, government needs to do more. But the dam that was supposed to be built by Obasanjo and Atiku, they never built it. They spent the money. So that dam was not created for Nigerians to absorb when Cameroon opened their waterways. And it will flow down to Nigeria over here. So this is also affecting us. And I know when my principal comes in, they says government is continuity. It will continue from where the current government have stopped, because it's going to consolidate on all the good things he has done, and the ones that need to be sorted will be started on a fresh note. So on my principal, he did a lot in Lagos, and it's an eye for we to see. We have videos. I don't need to start going into all those details now. Go to YouTube and look at Tinubu on the waterways of Lagos. You will see what he has done. Can we improve on it? Yes, we will improve on it. And now looking at Nigeria as a whole, I've just told you there was supposed to be a dam to be built for us to curb that excess of water from Cameroon, but it was not done. So I understand while the southeast is also flooded.
Time up.
Lagos is underwater. Thank you.
A bit of a correction there. It wasn't Obasanjo and Atiku that were supposed to build the dam. The dam process started in the 70s. I don't know if it's 76 or 77. And Nigeria and Cameroon had a pact to build this dam. Cameroon built theirs and finished in 1982. But since the 70s up until now, Nigeria has not built their side. So what am I trying to say? Mute your mic, please, if you're not talking. So every single federal leadership from 1970s up until now is guilty of either not continuing the process or not starting the process. So from Babangida to Obasanjo to Shehu Shagari to Buhari to Abacha, Babangida, Shonekan, all the way down to where we are now. So everybody is guilty on the national level. We cannot hand it all over to Atiku and Obasanjo. That would be unfair. No be them day there. Even though Obasanjo was there in the 70s, there were other people who could have started after him and never did. Okay? So just to correct that. Now, quickly moving over to Atiku. National flooding. What is the immediate solution? He raised the point, building the dam. My issue is, can Nigeria finance such a Herculean project considering the state of our resources right now? What will your principal do on a national level? Over to you.
Daddy Free, is it Atiku's time now?
Atiku.
Because you are breaking.
Yes, Atiku. Did you guys hear me?
Oh, okay. Firstly, my principle first, what he's going to do is like he will sympathize with the victim, and then and then secondly, it will provide a evacuation process, because he doesn't want anybody alive, because this is a natural disaster, like though we see it coming though, but firstly the evacuation process will take place, and it provide a shelter, like a shelter reliefs to people, to the victim, and then with a kind of like a supporting assistance program. PDP has a clear policy on climate change. Though actually, Shoshi, I agree with you. This is a thing that has been happening all over the world. I agree with the Florida aspect. Though I think it's about last 2 years it happened in Houston too. Though the process there is I don't think my principle will allow any life to be lost. Though property can be lost, but you can, if there is life, you can rebuild your properties. You can fix everything, but when you lost your life and their families, it doesn't worth dying for. Like the evacuation process will be the first process, and then after everybody has been evacuated from the environment, from the area, then we can now look into what needs to be done. As it is now, I was surprised when Shoshi, thank you, Daddy Freeze, for giving us the real clearer picture of it. When Shoshi was pointing finger at Obasanjo and Atiku, that they were the causes, but Obasanjo and Atiku have left government in 2007, since 2007. Your party is the one in charge now. Why can't, if Obasanjo and Atiku didn't do that then, why can't your party member did it? Do it. So I don't want you to start blaming people for your failure. Let's agree your party has failed the country. This climate change is not what to be blamed on anybody. Like Daddy Freeze has rightly said. Okay, so this is a thing that we have to look for solution as a whole Nigerian, because this thing is not only in the southeast, it's getting to the south now, southwest. So we can't blame that, it is Anambra Pitobi that didn't do the right thing, that's why it's flooded, or President Governor Okowa in the Niger Delta area, or so the most thing my principal would do was firstly sympathize with the victim and then look for a right evacuation process that can speed up, so that people won't lose their life, and then provide relief materials to the people. Thank you, Dr. Freeze.
You're welcome. Over to you, Brume, for Team Peter Obi.
Right. So let's talk about what happened in 2012 when the dam was opened. I think it was 10 years ago in 2012. A few communities were affected, right? Team Mr. Peter Obi swung into action. We had in Anambra State, the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, different from NEMA, right? Mr. Peter Obi appealed to Nigerians from Anambra State and outside to donate relief materials, right? The state donated a lot of relief materials to flood victims. And through SEMA, they were able to put together a rescue plan for people who were stuck and people who didn't have shelter. Lots of schools and churches were converted to shelters for people who were displaced. Go online and Google, right? You will see Mr. Peter Obi sitting, standing in floods, right? Visiting the victims of flooding. You will see this, right? Now, something else we need to note, right? The flooding that happens when the dams are open is kind of inevitable. Why? Because somebody mentioned a dam here. Damming is not the solution, right? When you dam a river, you actually have to displace entire communities because you have to flood an entire area. So, for example, if you dam the River Niger where Lokoja is, Lokoja can cease to exist because that whole place, right, becomes a water reservoir, right? Dredging of the River Niger has been on the table for years and nobody has done it, right? What happens with the river is over the years, right, silt keeps depositing, reducing the depth of the river. So when a lot of water has to flow, it has nowhere to go but to expand to the floodplain. Now, every river has a floodplain. So it's left to town planners to make sure that people don't build houses on the floodplain. Because when there is a lot of water from opening a dam or rainfall, the floodplains will flood and flooding will happen. Now, talking about flooding that happens when rain falls, right? That's not Anambra State's problem. Anambra State's problem was gully erosion, okay? And Mr. Peter Obi in his time, right, brought $1 billion worth of gully erosion projects funded by the World Bank, not just the state. So he has proven his ability to attract people, bodies, organizations to come and help to solve the problems. It wasn't just Anambra State, right? It was the entire southeast, right? If you Google NEMWAP, I think it was the Nigerian Erosion Management Agency, something like this, right? But it was a Peter Obi project. And John O'Day, who was the he was an ex-minister then, right? He commended Peter Obi for pushing for that project single-handedly that benefited the entire southeast because gully erosion was plaguing the southeast. Now, the same Peter Obi blamed flooding on bad road construction, right? We construct roads and we don't construct drains. That is one of the biggest problems that we have. Look at what happens in Lekki when rain falls. It's not because the water is too much, it's because there's no drainage. It's very simple. So at the state government level, they can do their part by constructing drains, right? And if we look at all the roads that Peter Obi constructed in his time as governor of Anambra State, the first thing they did was to construct the drains before constructing the roads. Ask your friends in Anambra State, go and verify. Mr. Peter Obi took that approach to ensure that the already existent problem of gully erosion wasn't exacerbated by rain flowing naturally where it wasn't supposed to flow. Okay? So I'll yield the floor for now.
All right, guys. Thank you. Good one. Something I wanted to say. Good one, all of you. Right now, Peter Obi is the only one buying stars in Star Wars. All the stars belong to Peter Obi. What is everybody else looking at? So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? We're about to enter a very, very important aspect of today's show, and that is the rebuttals. They're going to tackle each other, agree and disagree with what they said. In the coming weeks, we're going to be having a sponsor called Cluegate. Cluegate is going to create a platform where all of you who are watching can actually vote, and then we can have a winner at the end of the debate. So we'll have a Star Wars winner, and we'll have a debate winner. So download the Cluegate app right now on Apple and on iOS and Google Play Store. Download right now. iOS and Google Play Store. It's called the Cluegate app. Cluegate. It looks something like this. Cluegate app. It is only through this platform that we can create polls and have winners. Before we move into the next level, I want to tell you all about how to buy stars. Star Wars is on. For you to buy stars, you can only do that on Facebook. So guys, run over to my Facebook page to go and buy stars. It is so easy. Once you log into your account, top right hand corner, you will see the search bar. Go there, type Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. My profile will pop up. It's the specific one that has 730,000 followers. This is it. Scroll down, you will see today's video. Once you click that video, you will be able to see where to buy stars. Right there under, you will see how to buy stars. So do click on it, buy your stars. Another person has bought some stars, but once again, this is Peter Obi's team. We have 3,400 stars, all belonging to Team Obi. So, rebuttals, Team Tinubu. Once again, this is a 5-minute time limit. If you're ready, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Thank you so much. I've had my two other fellow and the Labour Party. You were talking about taking pictures with your principals, some of your friends. Election is not about euphoria of media. Election is a serious business. And again, you'll be saying my principals have not been talking. For looking at what has been happening in the political space with the last 3 weeks, I think so many people follow obedient or anything does not really understand the ways of using some words. I know so many people have been shouting and saying, I've seen so many comments like that. And when you look at Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, when he's talking, my leader is not an orator. My leader gives you points, cogent issues, and stick by it. And once that is done, it passes the message across. And that is it. When you talk too much, Obi has been talking too much, and he has always been fact-checking. And people have been saying these are lies. I didn't do the fact-checking. And when you are talking about somebody awakening people, do you know many youths who have not also been voting and who are first-time voters who are now canvassing for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come out to be their president? So when you are saying Obi has done this, done that, majority of the people you are talking about Out of 100% of the people you are talking about doing matches, 70% of them don't have PVC. They don't have PVC. We've seen people coming out all because they want to see, be involved in it. So emotions don't win elections all over the world. When my candidate is talking about something, it will give you a direction. When some people were shouting, he went to Kaduna, said, Governor El-Rufai, from rotten to bad. People started shouting, can you make something, can you start something which is rotten and take it to excellence within the space of 8 years? It's a process. It is a process. And anybody that is coming there now have met something that is bad, that he wants to take to good or to excellent. But we all believe in lies and magic, that we will lie to ourselves. And that is, you want to hear what you have in your head is what you want to hear. So you want that candidate to say what is in your mind. It doesn't work that way. Me and you are not on the ballot. Our principles are on the ballot. And when you see, part of the question of flooding, when we're talking about climate change, I've talked to people and people have said, no, it cannot do this, it cannot do that. Nigeria has passed that stage of climate change because the vice president has been representing Nigeria on the level of the United Nations on climate change, that he has passed that level. And I said, when you have a ace, as the president of a country, you can flip it the way you want to satisfy that the West will be on their knees for them to say or do what we want as a country. I want a leader who is bold enough to stand in the United Nations and address them and give them what we need in my country. I don't want a puppet. I don't want a puppet. I want somebody who can stand and look at their face. Somebody who can stand and look at Joe Biden and tell him to his face. Or they put me and talk to them and say, this is what Nigeria wants. That is the kind of person I want as my leader. And you've also said the voting, that it is those people now, the 12 million votes, blah, blah. No, sir. The 12 million votes you are talking about, I have people who are ready to vote for Asiwaju. And at the same time, those people, it's easy to create rallies. You just mentioned in your statement that, have you seen any rally? Just somebody that
Time up.
is not
Time up.
electoral value.
Time up. Exactly 5 minutes. Everybody has exactly 5 minutes. So, over to Team Atiku Abubakar. 3, 2, 1, and your time starts now. Oops, we lost the gentleman from Team Atiku. Let me stop his time and reset it, and let me bring him right back.
Can I go?
No, so that they will not say you cheated them.
Yeah, it's like Team Tinubu's campaign is solely based on
Wait, if you go now.
So I'm hot right now. Anyway,
Just calm down a bit.
I'll
5 more minutes. I'm trying to bring the guy back. AY underscore Mike. AY underscore Mike. Is that him? 90? Yeah, that's him. So I've sent him an invite. Let's hope he comes live. Let's give him some time. While we're waiting, Star Wars is on. Come over to my Facebook page to buy stars. Only Peter Obi's team has bought stars today. Only Peter Obi. Nobody else has bought stars. Nobody. No Tinubu stars, no Atiku stars. Atiku people make an attack black men to at least make it come save una. Now only Peter Obi people don't buy stars today. Eh? You can change that narrative. Come over to Facebook to buy stars. Also, remember to buy your meals for your loved ones in Nigeria. Those of you abroad, remember to buy your meals from Taste Buds NG. Okay? If you have loved ones in the city of Lagos, not Nigeria, or Lagos, and you love to have, okay, he's back, and you love to have meals delivered to them, if you also want them to cater for your parties, please send a WhatsApp message to 090. Let me post it here. Okay. All right. 0909-644-8433. That is comment failed to be posted. Comment they failed to post. I never see this kind of thing before. Okay, finally don't post. All right, let me pin it right there. So remember, if you have loved ones in Lagos, you can order food meals in bowls for them. You can have everything from bitter leaf soup to snails, very delicious snails, all soups that you can think of, efori roll in bowls, rice and turkey, not per plate to per bowl. So anybody looking for per plate, one meal is not for you. All right, guys. So once again, the number is PIN 0909-644-8433. Taste Buds NG. Send a WhatsApp message and make inquiries. Okay, I'm going to be giving out the price list a little soon. I was just doing this to keep the time while Team Atiku were getting their act together with regards to their network. So, are you ready, Team Atiku Abubakar? All right, let's hear ya.
All right, thank you, Dr. Freeze. And then sorry about it was a network issue, though. I'm very sorry about it. Well, right now, I'm sorry I can't even hear what Sushi was saying because due to the network, But actually, I will just talk more about my own candidate. So the reason now, I think Nigerians should not forget certain things. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Nigeria should not forget certain things. What Abubakar has done to Nigeria. I was saying something, I think that was 2-3 months ago. Like, if it was the APC government that took over from the military, I don't think we'll ever have a country called Nigeria by now. With the level at which the debt we are holding right now in Nigeria. PDP came into power in 1999. I think as of last 2 months or a month ago, they're still paying us the Abacha loot that they discovered from different countries. Imagine PDP came into power with all this crisis, and they still managed to fix Nigeria, make you and I have a better living. From 1999 to 2014, everybody was happily, nobody was even planning or believing Nigeria. Atiku Abubakar and his boss came into power with a lot of debt incurred by the former military regime. As of then, the debt then was about $36 billion that was whole then, and then they were using $3 billion to service the debts. How did Atiku Abubakar form a team that managed to pay these debts? And Don't forget, in 2006, Nigeria was the first African country that paid off their debts. You can make research on all those things. You guys are saying Atiku is corrupt, Atiku is this. Please, let's be honest with each other. Let's stop giving a wrong propaganda, wrong allegation about all those people. If Atiku was corrupt there, he wouldn't have been the one that would set up the EFCC that the APC government are using against the PDP government right now in 2003. Even he formed the ICPC. How would a policeman or a thief build a police station? He will be the first person to sleep in the jail in that same station. You guys are, Atiku can't travel to US. He was in United States with all these allegations. He's a man of his word. He has done a lot. Atiku is the only candidate that has unified Nigeria. We can tell from his political, social media platform. In our group, we have the Yorubas, we have the Hausas, we have the Igbos. The unifier started from his own campaign team. And it is in his own group right now. Even in the religious aspect. Even in the tribe. So Atiku Abubakar is the right candidate for Nigeria. And this is the person Nigeria is waiting for right now. That how you guys managed to do this in 1999 to 2014, that everybody were happily, they were all happy in Nigeria. Nobody was planning on. That's 2000. No, let's be honest with you. Well, every one of us is done in Nigeria. In 2007, was any one of us thinking about living in Nigeria then? Even in 1999, everything was okay then. There was security aspect. There is no insecurity in Nigeria. I remember I traveled from Lagos to Ekiti, 1 a.m. in Nigeria. Without nobody will harass you. Nothing will harass you. How do we get here now that we can't even travel 2 p.m. at noon from one bus stop from one destination to another without being kidnapped, without thinking of anything happening to you? Do we want to go back to this again? Shosheni was saying that his principle will start from where the current administration stopped from. Jesus Christ, how? Please, watch your words, Shosheni. Nobody is praying for that right now. Please, nobody is praying for that right now. We want a better Nigeria. We want the Nigeria of 1999 where everybody live comfortable, no religious crisis, no ethnicity crisis. Nobody is planning to divide. No nation is planning to divide. No country, no ethnicity is ready, wants to divide. Everybody can, practice their religions without being bullied, without being harassed. So this is what my principle is bringing. And he has done it in the past. Nigeria was the third fastest growing economic country in the world when PDP was in power. Where are we right now? In terms of security, the most secure nation, we want to tell in the ranking when PDP was in power. So why are we blaming PDP for everything? Even as at now, yesterday, some people are still blaming PDP for what happened last week. Was PDP in power? PDP have left power since 2014. So please, let's watch what we say and then how we say them. So PDP is the only party that can rescue the whole nation. And then concerning my brother Peter Obi, I won't say much about Peter Obi. Peter Obi really meant well for Nigeria. He's a man of, he felt the pain well, If APC has done well for Nigerian, I don't think somebody like Peter Obi will ever come out to say he wants to contest or to run for presidency. What inspired Peter Obi was the way Nigerian is right now. So Peter Obi, all the claim Peter Obi said he did in Anambra, well, to me, I'm not going to lay emphasis on that. He might do it though, but I don't think a lot of them are true. Like I said, a lot of them are real. They are not true. There's no truth in it. So, but like I said, PDP is the only party that can take us from this mess we have, that can unify Nigeria, that can bring peace and love and unity to people, that can give us employment, a lot of jobs in Nigeria. I give the floor.
All right, you've been waiting to go, Brume. Ball, don't play, enter your courts now.
Yes,
Fire on all cylinders. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Brume is representing Team Peter Obi tonight. He is also the highest star buyer for tonight. If you go there, you'll see him at number 1, Brume, opening the gates. Team Obi, Team Atiku. Sorry, Team Tinubu, Team Atiku. When I no start, when I no try, we go declare them winner. When I go come begin vex. All right, over to you, Brume, Ikogo. Did I get your surname,
First of all,
Ikogo?
I want Nigerians to understand that the reason why these two guys cannot focus on talking about how their candidates will mobilize Nigerians is because it is difficult to defend failure. So they talk 2 minutes their candidate, 3 minutes Peter Obi, because you have no material, nothing to say. You keep saying Peter Obi lies, right? Let me tell you something, right? You have a computer, Google everything that we mentioned, go and Google it. Every single project you see listed on Peter Obi's Wikipedia page, Google, you see pictures, you see everything. It's all verifiable. Yes, some fact checkers come and say Peter Obi said 30 billion, but it's 20 billion. A lot of the time, he has come out to say, look, when I spoke at a time when the exchange rate was X, and now it is Y. Go and verify. That's why he says, go and verify. Right? You guys should go and verify. I don't want to waste my time talking about your candidates because to me, there is no young Nigerian today with I don't want to be condescending, right? But I see no reason why anybody will support a Bola Ahmed Tinubu or an Atiku Abubakar. There's no reason. There's no sane reason I can think about. As a young person in Nigeria who has gone through the suffering that every Nigerian suffered before leaving, there is no sane person today that should support any of these candidates. And I'm disappointed in you guys because you guys look like you're in my generation. I'm sorry to say that. Now, you said election is not about taking pictures, it's serious business. What do you mean by serious business? Who is Tinubu campaigning to represent? Who? Is it not you and me? So if I don't have access to him, then how can he represent me? How can I communicate to him when things are going badly? One problem with Nigerian politicians, they live in a bubble. They are up there and their sycophants tell them, hey, Oga, things are okay. So don't worry, Nigerians are fine. That is one key problem of Nigeria. When Peter Obi was the governor of Anambra State, students, the senior prefects of all secondary schools had his phone number to tell him, Oga, governor, things are not going fine. There is no other person who is accessible to the people. So when you say politics is serious business, the serious business there is being able to interact with the people that you are going to represent. It is servant leadership. They are not kings. You're supposed to serve the people. Get this into your head. Atiku will not engage. Tinubu will not engage. They sit on high podiums and talk to paid political rallies. Peter Obi engages with people. I'm telling you, my friends have taken pictures with the future president. And you're saying that it is not a game. Now, you said it's not emotional. It is emotional. What is going to move me to pick up my PVC and go and vote for him without somebody giving me 1K that will finish on when I buy Agbado and corn? It is what the person has said. I relate with the person's message. I go and vote for him. This is what politics is about here. You live in Houston. Do they pay people to go and vote? When the politicians come door to door, the mayor campaigning for election, he has come to knock on my door to canvass for my vote. That is politics, my friend. Not sitting on your high horse and mobilizing thugs to intimidate people, telling people to close their shops and attend your rally by force. That is not mobilization, my brother. You have to talk to the people that you want to vote for you. You are not a king. The presidency is a job. We elect you and we pay you to do your job. We have to start getting this into our heads. It starts from us, the educated people. If you guys think like this, how would the market woman and the bus conductor on the road think? Like we said, how do we know that people who are on 1 million matches for PO don't have PVC? I don't know. And you don't know either. So that's not a valid question, right? The people who have been sleeping all these years, they've woken up. You can see Nigerians are electrified. People come out of their own accord to fund rallies, print t-shirts, march for Mr. Peter Obi, even when he's not there. So I don't know what else you guys think mobilization is, right? Get it out of your head. It is not about paying people to support your candidate. It's not about buying recharge cards. It's about talking to the people. Finally, you say you want somebody who can stand in the UN. Your candidate, since the campaign started, I have not watched a 10-minute video of your candidate, Tinubu, speaking coherently. The man needs to be in a retirement home right now, preparing to meet his creator. I'm serious. I don't want to be disrespectful, but look at the RAY yesterday. He couldn't make one complete sentence that made sense. He could not. And he couldn't even stand. He was sitting down, my brother. They were bringing microphone close to his mouth. He's not healthy. Where is he today? Look at Mr. Peter Obi's work rate. Today he's in Dallas. Tomorrow he's in ICANN. Next tomorrow in New York. The other day he's in Kano. He's all over the place, talking to people, working. This is serious business. Your candidate right now is in a hospital somewhere in London, being recharged. You should probably stop using Tiger battery and buy Duracell, because the charge does not last long enough whenever he goes to London and comes back. Atiku Abubakar, look at the last election. He came and refused to debate. How do you refuse to debate? How do you refuse to communicate your goals, your plans to the people that you want to represent? How do you refuse that? He was in the North the other day telling people that, hey, you need a Northerner. What the Northerners need is a Northerner, a pan-Nigerian Northerner. They don't need an Igbo candidate or a Yoruba candidate. And you call him the unifier, spreading tribalistic messages. What are we young people about? We've gone beyond this level of talking about Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. We're talking about voting competent people that can change Nigeria. I want to go back to Nigeria. I want to take my kids to Nigeria, to Benin, and walk on the streets with my phone in my hand and not fear that somebody will come and slap me. I just want a better Nigeria. I don't know what you guys want, but look, the old order will not save us from what the old order has done. APC will not save us from APC. PDP had their chance. Atiku will not save us from what PDP did. All of these guys are part of the old order. They are complicit in the problems of Nigeria. Nigerians are a bit more vigilant now. They can see. So I'm really hoping that this vision, this new awareness, translates to votes on election day. But in answer to your question about whether people have PVC, I told you there are 60 million people that have not been voting. There's another 12 million that has come to join them. So let's see what happens on election day. I yield the floor.
All right, guys. Thank you. If you're enjoying the debate, we have over 786 people live on Instagram watching the debate live. If you're enjoying the debate, please buy stars to support the channel. So far, Brume, who is here with us today, is the highest star buyer for today's show, and Team Peter Obi is leading uncontested. Star Wars today is a Peter Obi affair without any contest. So you can change that narrative by coming over. This is the longest time any single candidate has led the Star Wars. Nobody else, as in uncontested. I've not even seen Tinubu or Atiku. It's just Peter Obi. Tinubu people, waiting happen. Tinubu people, waiting happen. Atiku people, make an attack Black Mentor, whether if he save now. Tinubu people, where are you guys? All right. So, also don't forget, we're going to be using the Cluegate app for the voting process going forward. So please, it will be a good thing if you can download the Cluegate app, okay, on iOS and Android. Just download the Cluegate app, okay? It looks something like this. And with this platform, we will be voting. This is what it looks like. Cluegate. Kindly download it. Don't say that they chanced you. So people can actually vote. And at the end of the debate, within the coming weeks, we will be announcing a winner. Okay? We will announce a winner after every debate. Or maybe like say Tinubu people don't vex, so they don't go there. Oh. No, now still Peter Obi people. Now still Peter Obi people they buy star, they go. Waiting happen. Peter Obi, you give these people winch chop. This is not very serious. Wow. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Now just Peter Obi everywhere. Okay, now JK Studios won overthrow Brume as our top star buyer. He don't turn Peter Obi, they tackle Peter Obi now as nobody else agree join them for the Star Wars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to buy stars is simple. Just go to my Facebook page. It's Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. And when you see today's video, you see me there waving my hand. Someone said Daddy Freeze, it's called mobilization. Peter Obi people don't come mobilize my stars or Tinubu Atiku. Wait till now they do, eh? All right, and also don't forget, Taste Buds NG is available at your service. Taste Buds also one of the sponsors of today's show. As we know, get major sponsor. We get some nice sponsors for house where they do their work well. 0909-644-8433. 0909-644-8433. WhatsApp only. Do you want to deliver food to your family members in Lagos? Do you have parties in Lagos, events? Do you want food supplied for your events? Taste Buds is a good company situated in Lagos. Okay, let me give you an idea of what they have. Remember, they have bowl sizes of 2.5 liters or 5 liters. Let me see something that you might like. Turkey pepper soup, 13,000 naira for 2.5 liters and 24K for 5 liters. Fresh catfish pepper soup. Hey, it be like waiting Brume go like. 8K whole catfish cut into 4 chunks. There's also the freshly dressed chicken. That one be like waiting Tinubu people go like. Chicken where they don't dress already. Where the chicken wear clothes. That one is 14K for a full chicken with native spices and pepper soup. Goat meat pepper soup. That one are for Atiku people. 13K for 2.5 liters and 25K for 5 liters. And they have a lot of meals. They have Nkwobi and Ugba cow foot, 2.5 liters, 15K. Also for our Yoruba people, fried croaker fish stew. Very nice. 16K, 2.5 liters and 30K, 5 liters. Some people say, the price are up. The price are not up. Everything in Nigeria is up. And if you want anything good, it go cost you money. Seafood banga, fresh prawns, crab, fresh shrimps, croaker fish or snapper, periwinkle, ungolo, dried asa fish, snails available on request. Snail no be seafood, but if you want that for your seafood, you go pay extra. 2.5 liters, 24,000. 5 liters, 46,000. If you are interested, WhatsApp only. The number is pinned 0909-644-8433. 0909-644-8433. Kenneth Ogbona just sent 100 stars. Kenneth, who are you supporting? Make una they add the person where they support to, just in case na Tinubu, because everybody will buy star today na Peter Obi. So we're about to officially enter the Gbas boost. I'm gonna be like, see person don't scatter this Gbas boost. I don't see one strength don't enter here. Who don't enter here? Somebody hand don't show. Somebody just do something strong here. Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Oh, Jirika Emmanuel. They talk who, as for the comments, as now they buy the stars for my Facebook, they talk who now they support to. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, don't talk saying Peter Obi. So everybody's still Peter Obi now. 4,300 stars, all for Peter Obi. So are you ready for Gbas Boost?
Yeah, Daddy Freeze, I want to yield my position to Peter Ebojele. He's going to handle the Gbas Boost for Team PO.
Come, Peter Ebojele go buy star. This one where person where they go now buy star. Ebojele, where are you there? Pastor P. Now you know say Peter Ebojele, you know say na pastor.
I know.
I just want to
He
report
does
and
many
give you.
things, so he's a pastor, photographer, solar street light installer, everything.
Hey,
Man.
Peter Ebojele, lecturer.
The man is too much.
Hey.
The man is too much.
All right, let me bring him back. Let me bring him here. Peter Ebojele,
Okay.
brother from another mother.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, bro, man. Thanks for the stars. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All
Say hi
right.
to Taste Bud.
I will tell her. I will tell her.
Okay.
Who's here from Team Tinubu? Una don't go. I don't see you now. Che. Article team, una no tag Black Mentor if he save you now. Make Black Mentor can't do small madness today. Make everywhere here scatter. Who is Team Tinubu again? Oh, we lost the gentleman. Bongoli. Is Bongoli here? Big shout out to Bongoli.
Hi, Peter.
Shoshei. All right, let me bring Shoshei.
Hi, bro.
This one where you wear it like Mayu people.
No. I'm Barcelona, though.
We not to see your face, so now Black Salute.
All right, Shoshei is back. Kenneth Ogbonna just bought another 100 stars. Still Peter Obi. I've never seen this thing happen before. What thing happened? Now only Peter Obi did this show today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Bass Boost is about to begin with an initial 5-minute time limit. Over to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I say something, I want to quickly hit some points. First of all, Mr. Shoshei said something about mobilization and said that Labour Party released a list. You can imagine an Igbo man canvassing for votes in Lagos. You see, things like this are the very things that Obi is against. Regionalization, trying to make somebody feel like he's a stranger in his country. And that's why millions and millions of young people, learned people, have decided to queue behind Peter Obi. Because Peter Obi is this man that's giving us the aspiration of Nigerians. Nigerians want to live in their country, live in the east, west, north, south, and not be intimidated because it's not from that locality. You see, there are people who were born in Lagos. They are Hausa people. They don't even know their village. So are you trying to now say that somebody who have grown in an area, who understands the area, does not have the right to campaign for his principal because he is in Lagos? Lagos is now Yoruba land.
My dear brother, living in a place is different. See, there's what we call integration.
Yes.
Are you getting it? And when we are talking about politics,
yes,
you have to know the terrain and the people living in that terrain before you can connect to them. Ladies and gentlemen, if that's what you've just painted is the truth, why is it even the Labour Party people raising an eyebrow? It is not PDP, it is not APC that's raising an eyebrow. It is not us. It is part of your leaders in Labour Party that started kicking against it. And we still reason with it. And that is the same, even a house divided by itself shall fall. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother, you have just mentioned something. Where you go, I have given a background for you. How elections are being mobilized in Nigeria. This is from the world. From the world level.
So are you saying that an Igbo man living in Lagos does not have a ward Is that what you're saying?
My dear brother, the fact is this, that those people you are talking about,
Yes.
you have to be able to speak to everybody in their languages. You
So
see,
you have
where
to
do you have canvassers? Why do you have canvassers? Why do you have canvassers in
Let me quickly tackle you on that. You have to speak their language. Are you telling me that anybody who is not Yoruba does not have the ability to learn how to speak Yoruba?
You see, I'm not saying they don't have. I just told you. It is your Labour Party people, your leaders.
Is flawed.
I said your leaders. Did you hear DC talking about it? Have you heard any official message from APC campaign team?
Let me help
Have you heard anything from APC?
Let me help
about
you
that?
something. Let me help you straighten something.
Go and settle your house. Go and settle your house.
When somebody becomes a stranger by his name in his country, that is a problem on its own. These are reasons why when Peter Obi began to market the Nigeria we want to see, we began to queue behind him. We see, nobody really, Peter Obi is not a sectional candidate. He is a candidate. We are running for president through Peter Obi. That is what's even informing the Obedient movement. Obi did not start the Obedient movement. His ideas that we saw, we said, man, this is the person we've been looking for. The truth remains that since 1999 till date, there is nobody that have contested for president in this country that is as bright as Peter Obi that is contesting now. And that's the reason for the upsurge of
Bright in what legislation?
See, listen, Tinubu is not a bright person at all. He talks like
Somebody
a
that got even in my head.
that's a lie.
And you're talking to somebody who came overseas and is on honor list
as an accountant.
a first class person. No. Or you want to compare article education with Tinubu?
Let me tell you. Look at what Pastor said.
No. Never go that route.
Something that was meaningful. He talked about Amajiri, from Amajiri to land use, from land use to banking, from banking back to Amajiri. He said that they will build clinic in classroom. My God, Tinubu is a shadow of himself. He's the dullest person that I've ever contested for president in this country.
A dollar can never work in movie. A dollar can never work in movie.
He escapes from anywhere where people who are learned are. He runs away. When he went for Arewa meeting 2 days ago, he thought that maybe people that are there, they are not learned. He began to disgrace himself. Tinubu could not say climate change. What did Tinubu say about climate change? Tinubu said we are talking about stopping church rats from eating the poison, the Holy Communion. How does that relate to climate change?
You don't understand metaphor.
Climate change. Climate change is about white men. It's like
Obedience movement. You have to go to school.
How can you be talking about funding when you're talking about climate change?
My dear brother, funding is part of climate change. We need money. We need money.
Okay, very good. Let me quickly tackle you on that.
What Tinubu said, let me tell you. Let me break it down to you. You don't understand. You don't understand.
I have talk.
Let me break it to you.
Okay.
You see, when somebody is using a metaphor,
Yes.
are you getting my brother? Like I've said earlier, it is what is stuck in your head that you want that person to speak out. It doesn't work that way. You are not on the ballot.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
So when somebody is using a metaphor to describe situations for you, you must be able to learn.
But why does Tinubu always use metaphor that don't make sense? That's the point. Why does he use metaphor that
It makes sense.
See,
We are the house. Wait. I said, let me explain the metaphor for you. Let me explain for you.
Let me just listen. You are a very smart person.
Calm down, guys.
In a very smart way. You know why? Because you are a proven learned person who has a balanced mentality. Tinubu cannot talk like you. Tinubu cannot come on this debate and not talk like
you. You don't need to talk like me. Tinubu does not need to talk like me. Tinubu does not need to be an orator like Sheyi. Tinubu does not need to fight like Sheyi. Tinubu does not need to talk like Sheyi. Tinubu is Tinubu. Go and look at him from 1999 till date. My leader only talk on points. He will give you what you want.
The point is talking about this point.
See, my dear brother,
The point about the church.
how many leaders have you seen to be an orator? Mention one or two for me. Who has a leader who has been an orator that you know?
Many leaders are orators. Obama is an orator. Obama is an orator. Just give you an example.
Obama is not an orator. When Obama is go and look at his speeches. See, my dear brother, forget about all this hype of Obi flying up and down to media houses. Are you getting it?
And that's the mobilization.
Look at when my leader was in London doing consultation. Everybody was shouting. The whole country was not ready. They were saying where to actually landed. Everybody kept quiet. Today you are saying it's not talking. And that is why we say you need to learn. You need to learn that you are not only talking to youth, you are in the midst of elders. You just mentioned where he made that statement, right?
Yes.
They are elders and they can reason along. And believe me sincerely,
elders don't reason straight. Elders only reason in
I'm not
metaphor.
telling you, using a metaphor to express how they can really understand deeply.
The metaphor doesn't match. That's the problem. If you are using
Doesn't matter. I have told you. I said, let me break the metaphor for you. Can you give me just 1 minute? Okay. It says a church rat, right?
Yes.
And a poisoned Holy Communion. The church itself is the Western world. We, the third country, what it means are the church rats. And all the emotions that they are bringing, you want us to bring emotions to 1% because of climate change and everything. They are the one bringing it to us, not us bringing it to them. So all these things he has just tell you is just a simple logic for people who can reason that. You see, you don't make the derogatory statements where you don't have a power. When Mugabe has power, he will talk anyhow he wants it. And it's going to hit the West. But let me tell you, you know that even the West are monitoring our elections. So you need to use all these metaphors for people to talking anyhow. You can't just be opening your mouth and talking anyhow. No, it doesn't work that way.
Basically, what you are saying,
And
basically,
this is somebody
let me just put this. Basically, what you are saying is that climate change is the making of the West. Abi? That climate change doesn't exist. It's the West that brought it into existence.
I'm not saying climate change does not exist. I'm telling you that these people push a lot of things down our throat in Africa.
Like
that is the point. That is the point.
Like
and you see, they will say they are giving us grants. They're not giving us grants. They are giving us our money, our wealth to clean up their mess.
Our wealth. Who took our wealth to them?
It's that they stole it from us. They stole our wealth.
All right, guys. I'm gonna.
They didn't let me talk. I haven't said something.
You go find how the boss
You don't
goes.
have anything to say now that Obi is doing everything for you.
I can't be making noise with you guys.
Everything for you now.
All right, guys. Hold on, guys.
That went to London to go and treat himself. Let me say something that the freeze.
Hold on. That's goes.
My dear brother, if you have money, you can go anywhere you want to treat yourself.
Hold on. That's goes.
Surgery in Nigeria. They made your surgery in Lagos and it was successful. That he made a choice.
All right, guys. Calm down. Calm down, everybody. I'm gonna give you 10 more minutes.
Okay. Okay.
And everybody's going to talk. If you cannot talk inside the glass booth, now your problem.
Okay.
10 minutes. Now, don't forget, I'm closing Star Wars in 10 minutes. Hold on, guys. I am closing Star Wars in 10 minutes. Okay? So far, not only is Team Peter Obi leading, only Team Peter Obi participated in Star Wars today. And they are leading. So, guys, be careful. In 10 minutes, there will be an announcement and they get their poster and everybody will celebrate whoever wins. Tinubu and, of course, Atiku, it's not too late to come to the floor. All right? Secondly, Taste Buds, who's one of our sponsors, there was a meal I was looking at in her. Have you guys tasted white soup before? Very lovely dish. It's called Ofe Nsala. With turkey, goat meat, and dried fish. 17,000 naira for a 2.5 liter bowl and 32,000 naira for a 5 liter bowl. Okay? There's also white soup, that's Ofe Nsala with tozo, that is cow, that fatty cow meat, with cow leg, goat meat, dried asa or mangala fish. 2.5 liter is 18,000 naira for that particular one. So you guys need to check it out. Taste Buds is available, especially for you abroad. When was the last time you bought food for somebody in Nigeria? You can do that with Taste Buds NG, a good company situated here in Lagos and can cater for now only to Lagos demands. Contact Taste Buds NG by WhatsApp 0909 644 8433 0909 644 8433. Once again, the number is 0909 644 8433. Send a WhatsApp message now if you're interested in your parties in the city of Lagos, deliveries, and all that. Okay? Also, if you want to buy food in bowls delivered for your events, check out Taste Buds. The number is pinned on Instagram. +234 909 644 8433. Star Wars is still on. To buy your stars, just go to my Facebook page. Right there on my Facebook page, you can buy your stars. My Facebook account is Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Scroll to today's video and buy your stars. So 10 more minutes, a 10-minute time limit, and both Star Wars and the Gbasgbos will end. 3, 2, 1, let's do this.
Okay, Peter, I have a question for you right quick. When will Peter go to Anambra to do 20 million match? When will he do his 20 million match? On Monday in Anambra. And then Shoshi, you claiming that Atiku doesn't have nothing to say. But your principal, Atiku was the one that saved your principal from going to jail in 2003 against money laundering. So you guys can come up here and say something about Atiku. You guys have nothing to say about Atiku. I was just watching you guys talking about each other. Let me answer a question about you. Opitobi has the right to choose whoever going to help you.
Stop my destiny.
I saw your destiny to move.
Stop my destiny.
Did you have a proof? No, you don't have a proof. Yeah, where's the proof? What? Your principle is to you are becoming where are the taxpayer money in Lagos? What is it being used for? Lagos is the highest debt. Go and check the debt manager. You the debt state in your Lagos. What are you talking? All the accomplishments your Lagos, your principal said he did in Lagos. Look how Lagos is. Now you guys have scored your own land in Lagos. Now you are inheritance. You are inherited from me. Stop lying. You come here and there's I have a question. When are you going to get 20 million naira in Anambra? Peter said you transform Anambra to a commissioner that serves in the state. I want that too. When you work and pay on Monday in Anambra or something, when are you doing that? You pay with this 7 million match in Lagos. When is Anambra and the next return on Monday? I don't want the noise, but you can call for it, we will do it.
Okay, let me answer your question. You just asked the question. You asked the question. Now, see, in answering your question, I will just first of all say this so that I won't forget. You said something before that people didn't travel outside Nigeria to go and stay abroad in 1999, that it started recently. That's a lie. In 1986, when
Atiku wasn't the president then. Atiku wasn't the president then. Your principle that lock air report for 24 hours is talking about you want to unify Nigeria. He got a northern government. I refer in 2013. He locked him up in the hotel for 24 hours. So what Peter Obi want to talk about unifying Nigeria? You can unify Nigeria. And then to you to know how you want to unify Nigeria. Religious bias, religious breaking.
Greener pasture because governments have been failing since. The structure of the program.
Peter Obi comes from heaven. Peter Obi comes from heaven. You claim that Peter Obi is saying, but Peter Obi is going to Obasanjo that you guys are claiming that Obasanjo is Peter Obi is going back to Babangida. Peter Obi is going back to Abu Salam Abubakar. Why is he going back to all these people? Why Peter Obi are lying with the devil? Why Peter Obi is the same? Why is he going back to the devil? Why Peter Obi can't canvas for himself? Why is he going to all the PDP governments? That you guys are claiming they are the worst governor in Nigeria. You have to get the record straight. Please. That's Peter Obi. Peter Obi likes. PDP likes. PDP likes. But you guys claim that Nigeria has been so in the way that they go there. PDP likes and PDP original. PDP likes and PDP original. What are you talking about? So the person that did 5 million votes for you guys in Lagos. Did you hear what to you? So I said people that you wanted to bribe. Please. Did you hear what that the favor I did to you in 2007 when I gave you a platform to run on the platform of ACA. Why can't you do me that favor today? People did that to you. That means that Atiku doesn't mean well for Nigeria. We only meant to Atiku. What happened? You got 40 million naira for presidency. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say nothing to offer.
Listen, let me tell you something quickly. Obi bought form in PDP. All right, he wanted to.
40 million. Who the figures?
The people who want to go are people who don't have anything to go and do there. They don't have any business with presidency.
Going back to them, he's going back to the what are you talking about? Let me go back to Anambra. Let's see. And drag Peter Obi.
A bit of calm, so everybody can get their voices in.
Labour Party, where is the money?
Which money?
Where is the money? No, they don't. The money that's been contributed is supposed to go to the party. Which money was contributed? It's only to the 1 billion naira. People are using that to get rich.
Wait, now let me answer the question.
What's the money? What's 1 billion naira?
Listen, now wait, let me answer. You are here.
I want to talk about PDP. None of you guys have anything to say about PDP.
Oh, you are so bothered about labor.
PDP started Boko Haram now. We started Boko Haram. We started Boko Haram. We started Boko Haram now. Shetima was the one that introduced Boko Haram. That was part of those people that kidnapped the children girls. That means the Minister of Education not to write to the school. Your children, the president, and you said you wanted to go and break a road on PDP. Your vice president wants to take a road. They could not facilitate it. In Ambra, he has turned it to paradise. We are waiting for 50 million mass in Anambra on Monday morning. Let's see. He has turned Anambra to second heaven to 21st July. We want to see 50 million match on Monday morning. Let me see, and I will join it. Is that same Lagos that you know you guys are talking like this. It
must be Anambra. We are doing it all over the country. And everybody in Nigeria. You are just well. Why put Anambra? Everybody should go to Anambra now. Two campaigns. What is happening, bro? Obi this money. No. He has money. He needs money. Money around. You have left government for a while, so you need money. You have nothing to do. You want to cash out. Using Labour Party to cash out. None of you guys have nothing against that. Anybody support their new members. Do you know why you left PDP? Do you know why you left PDP? Part of the things that made Obi leave PDP is part of the 1 billion naira. Can you listen to that? About 1 billion. Hey, Shoshi, I have a question. When are you guys inaugurating your campaign team? When are you guys inaugurating it? The campaign team, you know,
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
We are the incumbents. We know what we want. So we have all the machinery to print. We are doing something.
Have turned Anambra to paradise. Who are the commissioners that stands under Peter Obi? Who are the ministers? Who are the people that stand in Anambra where Peter Obi was the governor? Tell us the commissioner was the where Peter Obi was the governor. Tell us give us the name of the people that serve. Peter Obi has presented by the King as a PDP governor in Anambra that cannot even he presented the commissioners order. He can't even win Anambra State. He used to Soludo in the last election. You said wait. Obi is your brother now. You go to rally in 2007 now. You guys already know that.
You don't ask me a question now. This question is very, very important. Now,
okay.
The old politicians, they think that the way elections...
So these are the old politicians. Your principal is going to beg. Hey, please support me. Please, but he went to Niger State. He went to the politician. I beg you, this politician is not an angel. It's not a saint. That man is corrupt. Forget about it. He doesn't have nothing to offer Nigeria.
It's like a question Tinubu can ask. Although it's coming from the Tinubu team, I can
Time
understand.
up. Time up.
Daddy, please, I beg. No.
Time up.
You want to kill your brother?
Time up.
You want to kill your brother?
I'm not killing my brother. My brother is my brother now.
PDP right.
All right. Time up. 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 Okay. Before I declare the winner of today's edition of Star Wars, you guys have 1 minute each for your parting notes. 1 minute each, and it's going to be timed. Starting with you, Tinubu.
Okay, thank you so much. We've all had fun. We've all discussed the issues. And let's go back to the basics. I want to beg Nigerians, please, irrespective of who you are voting for, on February, hopefully if the timetable did not change, kindly come out and cast your vote. Don't sit down in the house. Do your part. Everybody can talk about what the government has not done. Now it is our time to do our part. Let's do our part, then we can hold our chest and hold our leaders accountable. So on this note, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is the most qualified, is the most respected politician today in Nigeria. When you talk about politics in Nigeria, you find his footprints everywhere in Nigeria. Please vote wisely. Asiwaju 2023 is a done deal for all of us. Thank you.
All right, beautiful, kept it within time. Over to you, Atiku.
All right. Thanks to everyone. Thank you, Peter Ibojele. I'm very sorry if I've spoken, I don't want to say anything anyway, but especially I'm very sorry about everything, though. I just want to say, and they're sorry about it, everybody. So, it's part of politics, though, So, but like I said, so the election is coming on, and then we've seen everything. My principal has been going everywhere to talk about what he has for Nigeria. I know people have been like, oh, no, Atiku, but I just want us to look back. What has this man done when he was in power? What has he did to Nigeria? How was Nigeria when he was in government? And then what is the plan he has for Nigeria? He's a man that has a good heart for the people of Nigeria. Everything he said he would do, he will surely do it. He's a man of his word. He's a unifier. So please, people, I'm begging you, get your PVC. Let's go out there in masses. Let's vote. Let's vote PDP so that we can have our good time back. So that we can be traveling without you being scared of kidnap. Look at the price of flights now from Lagos to Abuja. Look at, and then I'm not going to blame the aviation sectors about this. It's because of the insecurity in Nigeria that people can't even travel by road. So how long do we want to continue this? We need to put an end to this. And the only way is to vote for Atiku Abubakar, the unifier. You can see he has everybody in his cabinet is across from the old region. He has Yorubas, he has the Igbos, he has the Hausas. He's a lover of all. And I thank every one of us watching tonight. God bless you.
All right, and finally, Team Peter Obi.
Fellow Nigerians, I want to let you know that the 2023 election is a very, very important one in our lives as Nigerians. And I want you to keep up the momentum that have already started rolling. Peter Obi has already sold his ideas to us for the better Nigeria that we all clamor for. And we know that Obi is the man for the job. He's the man who can repair all the wrongs that have been done by APC and PDP over the years. Obi was the same person that made you to come out and in millions to register for those who have not registered before. Now I urge you to go and collect your PVC to ensure that come February 2023, we vote out the APC government that have brought our country to its knees. Let me let you know something, that our logo is Mama Papa Pikin. Never again shall we vote for inanimate objects in the form of umbrella and broom. Let us vote for a human being to come into the country, to change the country to the country we all want to live in. And Peter Obi is that man who has what it takes, and he has the competence, he has the will to change Nigeria for the better. No matter where you come from, east, north, west, south, we are one. We are all pursuing a better Nigeria, and the better Nigeria is bright in the candidacy of Peter Obi. Always remember that the Labour Party is the party to beat. Labour Party logo is Mama Papa Pikin. Vote Labour Party, vote Peter Obi, and be useful. Thank you.
All right. This is as far as we can go on today's edition of Clash of the Supporters. I did have fun. The Basbos was a bit wild, but fun nonetheless. One thing I also want to say, especially to you all, is always keep the spirit alive. Make sure you guys have fun, but at the same time, respect one another. So Star Wars today was won outright by Peter Obi. Big shout out to the Peter Obi group. Once again, you have gotten a plaque. You know, Peter Obi. Let me tell you, man, this life did for you. Peter Obi go struggle for Star Wars. I think we go come carry him. Peter Obi go struggle for Star Wars. Tinubu go come carry him. This one, nobody drag him. Peter Obi from beginning to the end. They just carry their win. And today we sold the least amount of stars. But congratulations nonetheless. Peter Obi now win. Don't forget to download the ClueGate app. It will help with our voting and our polls in the future. And also the Taste Buds number if you want to buy food for someone in Lagos. She has bowls of 2.5 liters and 5 liters and can cater to your events in Lagos, your parties, whatever you have. The number is +234 909 644 8433. Congratulations, Team Obi, on Star Wars and an amazing outing for the entire debate team. God bless. Thank you, and see you next week.
Thank you, Daddy Free. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Shoshi.
Let's go.